Nolan King, June 17, 2019, 8 a.m. The UFC will soon unveil their new, state-of-the-art UFC APEX Center in Las Vegas. But what should fight fans expect from the UFC APEX? UFC President Dana White and COO Lawrence Epstein recently provided insight to LVSportsBiz's Guerilla Cross Radio. When the opportunity presented itself to buy the old Scientific Games building, which is of course, right essentially on our campus, it's right across the street from our existing facility, we jumped on it, Epstein said. We took that mainly warehousey space and create essentially a small arena, which can scale probably up to 2,000 people. We're building full studios in there and we're going to have a complete control room in there. The control room will allow the UFC to produce their own content in the UFC APEX and broadcast it to countries around the world. You'll get to see the space itself, which is incredibly cool, and it's just going to get cooler as time goes by, Epstein said. In addition to that, when the control room is done at the end of the year, we're going to be able to actually remotely produce events from around the world. Technologically, we'll be able to produce an event in Brazil, China, wherever we are from that studio right across the street from our headquarters. As for specific content, fight fans can expect the UFC APEX to provide notable MMA content while also expanding into other combat sports and beyond. We envision doing, of course, Dana White's Contender Series, potentially the reboot of The Ultimate Fighter, boxing, kickboxing, wrestling events, all sorts of things can be hosted and produced out of this facility, Epstein said. White, in particular, spoke with immense enthusiasm when describing what the possible day-to-day content could like when the UFC APEX is operating fully. According to White, the UFC APEX may even branch out to produce content completely unrelated to athletics at all. We can do more than, White said. We can have live concerts there. I can put on a fight at 9 o'clock in the morning with nothing but Russian fighters that drops in Russia in prime time. Then I can switch the whole place out and put on a boxing match at 2 o'clock for Australia. Then I can put on something at 5 o'clock live. We can do concerts. We can do comedy. We can do all kinds of things, and that's what we're looking to do next door. For more from White, click on the video above. For more from Epstein, click on the video below. For more on the upcoming schedule, check out the UFC Rumors page. APEX, Dana White, Lawrence Epstein, Social, UFC, Let's Block Ads.